says it's live.
Hey everybody,
Hello,
welcome
everybody.
to Live at 5 with
Ron?
and Sarah.
Yep.
You all probably missed us because it's been a little bit since
been a
we've done
minute.
this. But yes, we're still here and welcome to our Live at 5 presentation.
We started doing this, there was a thing called COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little thing.
So we started this a while back
Yeah.
to let people know what was going on.
Yes.
Haven't done it for a while, but there's a lot of stuff going on in Two Rivers, so we thought we'd jump on and just let everybody know.
There is a lot of stuff going back on. So the very first thing you do, we want to make sure you don't miss a single thing, because if it's going on around here, it's really important. It's a great way for you to get connected. It's a great way to move you forward and help us all become more passionate followers of Jesus Christ. So number one thing you need to know is we have a Two Rivers Church app, Ron.
Yes, we do.
You know that?
I do know that, and you know what? I left my truck in my phone. I left my phone in my truck, so I don't have it, but on my phone,
Yes.
even me being an old guy, I use the Two Rivers app.
Two Rivers app.
Yep.
This is one of the best ways that you can stay connected with all things Two Rivers. So if you tune out after this, go get the app, figure out where that's at. It's going to keep you connected to everything that's going on.
You know what?
Yes.
I'm going to have to hold these because they can't
I know.
see them if
I
you're
talk
talking.
with
So
my
you
you
talk, I'll hold.
You be Van Mike and I'll be.
We have an app. You need to get on the app.
Download the app. Right on the bottom of that app, it says get involved, and it will take you to an events calendar. Everything that we're going to talk about tonight, you can find there, but it's a great way to just find all the things, get registered, do what you need to do, get the app.
Yeah, everything.
Everything.
That's going on. That's
Yes.
a great place to start to look for information.
Absolutely. Ron?
Ready?
I'm ready.
I'll hold it still.
Relationship goals.
Relationship goals.
We just kicked off a brand new series.
We did. We started it Sunday. Pastor Nick did a great job
Yes.
of talking about our relationship with God.
Yep.
This Sunday we're going to be talking about friendship.
Okay.
Right, which is a broad category. I'm actually speaking on Sunday. It's a broad category, but I think I'm going to eventually narrow it down to the importance of biblical friendships, right?
good.
Like we're not Lone Ranger Christians, and
Nope.
so we have to have friends that we pour into their life, they pour into our life,
Yeah.
we do it together. In the weeks after that, we're going to talk about conflict resolution. We're going to talk about forgiveness, both of which you can't have a true
Yeah.
friendship with somebody if you can't work through problems and if there's not forgiveness, right? And so
Yep.
that's true for marriages, but it's true for friendship.
Yes.
So anyway, just some good stuff we're going to be talking about in the weeks to come on Sunday mornings here at 8:30, 10, and 11:30. Yes.
All our services, which, I mean,
Yes.
speaking of friendships, I mean, I'm assuming you plan to talk about me and your friendship
Oh.
message since I'm one of your favorite friends.
I'm actually going to have your picture up right at the beginning of the message and talk about what great
Let me
friends
just
you have.
talk to you
Yes.
about my good friends here.
Yes, exactly.
I love it. So we're coming. Actually, I want to jump down here because we've started this series. We're starting a brand new year. It's been so exciting. There's a lot of you that are wanting to come to Two Rivers Church, and we
Yes.
love it. We love coming to church together on a Sunday morning. It's just so important and so
Yes.
fun to get in the
Yep.
room, be in community. That's part of the reason we're doing this
Yes.
relationship series. But we're kind of running out of room in some
Yeah.
services, aren't we?
Well, we are. So here's a couple of things. By the
Yeah.
way, one of the things I'm going to say this coming Sunday is the importance of actually being in the room,
Yes.
right? Like,
Yeah.
so through COVID and everything, we upped our online presence.
Yep.
And that's great if you're out of town or whatever,
Yeah.
but it's
Sick,
we didn't
can't
really
come.
put it out there just for people to sit on the couch and not come.
Right.
Having said that, and again, we're not a big numbers church.
No.
But we had the most people ever on just a regular normal
We did.
Sunday, this past Sunday at Two Rivers. So we started 3 services a while back.
Yep.
Any church ever in the history of churches, the most popular time slot to come to church is 10 o'clock on a
Yes.
Sunday morning. This last Sunday morning, our 10 o'clock service, we had people
Into the
sitting out in the hall, which is a horrible place to sit,
Yeah.
right? Because they can only see half the room.
Yeah.
They got doors and stuff in the way. So here's what you need to hear us say. We want everybody to come to
Yes.
Two Rivers Church. So what we're saying right now is not to discourage
No.
anybody.
Come
But
on.
if it is at all possible for you to come to the 8:30 service or the 11:30 service, those services actually were both
They
fairly
were
full
great,
on
yeah.
Sunday also, but there were seats in those services. And so just again, an encouragement to say, hey, we want to make sure, like if a guest comes to our church, most often their first experience is going to be 10 o'clock. And we had some guests
Yeah.
sitting out in the hall on Sunday, and I hate that. So anyway, all that just to say, we're so excited about everybody that's coming.
Yep.
Please come. Please be in the
Yep.
room. There's nothing like it. But if you can hit the 8:30 or 11:30, that would really help us out because we are completely out of seats in the 10 o'clock service.
And keep inviting friends. We're very
Yes,
well aware
yes.
of what's going on, and we're going to be creative and trying to make it the best experience for everybody coming, because we want your friends and neighbors and whoever you're inviting, which you all are doing, which thank you and keep it up,
Yep.
to make sure that there's room and space. But it's fun. It's actually fun though when
Yes.
there's a lot of people in the room. There's
Yes.
a great energy, and we love what God's doing at his church called
I
Church.
tell our team all the time, right, Sarah, hey, we're always going to be
Yep.
solving problems. There's good problems and bad problems. We're solving really
Great.
good problems,
Yes.
but there's still problems, and
Yeah.
we got to work on them. So just to say to you guys, thank you for showing up.
Yeah.
It's so awesome what's going on here. And again, if there's any way you can hit one of those other services, that would be cool to free
Yeah.
up some seats in that 10 o'clock.
Awesome. Okay, so we are talking about relationships, Ron.
Yep.
And one of the best ways we can do that is just be able to get connected. We talked about that life transformations, that we really believe that life transformation happens best in community with other people. And so we have a lot of ways around here at your church that people, here, hold the sign
Yes.
up, that can connect in community. And we want you to do that. And you always talk about, you're good at saying, hey, this isn't something that God wants from us, is something he wants for us, right?
Yes.
Like, it's not a check
Yes.
the box of like, oh, I went to home team,
Yeah.
oh, I went to church, but we were created for community, and there are so many different ways that you can connect in community with us. We do what we call home teams.
Yep.
They're small groups. They often meet in people's homes. They're often right now talking about our series, whatever we talk about on Sunday. They're just diving in deeper. We talked about doing life together. They usually have a meal, childcare, whatever you need, but a great way to get to know some people, which we know can be a little scary. Show up somebody's living room,
Yeah.
but what a great way to build some family, community, friends, get connected with home teams.
Yeah, and so the way we say it here is life change happens best
Yes.
in community. Actually, it's going to be a part of the sermon on Sunday,
Love
right?
it.
Biblical friends, you got to get in the room, meet some people, and then you
Yes.
got to get in a smaller group and find your people. But
Yeah.
all of us need other people in our lives
We
to
do.
go deeper with Jesus and to help each other and do all the stuff we're called to do as followers of Jesus. So
Yeah.
this is a serious thing here. We've said
Yes.
from the beginning, we're not a church of just with home teams as one thing on the menu. We are a church of home
Yes.
teams, small groups, and want
Yeah.
people to get in small groups. It's that important.
So getting a home team, we also offer what we call special interest groups. They're based around like a common interest, a theme, age group. We have so many. I'm going to read them to you because we have a lot, and
We
it's
do.
really exciting. And this is a great way too for you to take a step to community and find some friends. We have a basketball group. We have a fun after 55 group. There is a women's group that's for women over 55 that meets. Our Live on Mission group, that's a whole other category. But Live on Mission, that's a great one. We have a group for widows that may be going through a hard time or just want to get together with other people in a similar spot. Guys night out, ladies night out. Those are incredible. The guys night out, they're doing all kinds of fun things. Come join, be a part of those. We have a play date group for like homeschool elementary age, a play date group for 5 and under. We have a single moms group. There's a motorcycle group,
Yep.
a disc golf group,
Yep.
a golf group, like all kinds of ways that you could find a way to get connected with people. So join in one of those.
Yep.
If you go to our app, like I said, C.1. Oh, Siri is wanting to know. Siri wants to know how to join a group. Yes, Siri, here's how you join a group and find out.
have no idea.
Go to our app and it says connect in community. If you click on that, you're going to find the home teams, you're going to find the special interest groups, everything that is going on, you'll be able to find it there, and you can join, register, find out more, and we'll help you. We're
Yes.
actually, Ron, talking about friends. Do you know what I'm doing this semester?
What are you doing?
I'm getting to lead a Bible study with my good friend Christy, all about friendships.
Yeah, that's
so
awesome.
so if there's some ladies and you want to dive in more, because friends are really hard. It can be great and it can be good, but it can also be really hard. It can be hard to find friends. How do I get community? And so we're going to dive in all that on Wednesday nights.
I'm actually stealing some of that material for Sunday.
Perfect.
No, I have read over it. It's really, really good.
It's
So
great.
that'd be a great group for people to
Yeah,
jump into.
join in. Okay, what's next?
Discovering Two Rivers.
Discovering Two Rivers. This coming Sunday? No,
No,
2 Sundays.
two
I don't know what
Sundays.
date it is. January 22nd
Yep.
at 5 p.m. is our Discovering Two Rivers event. We love this night because
Yeah.
you get to come meet our staff team. We serve you a meal. We have childcare, and you just really get to hear us talk more about how Two Rivers got started, what's going on, meet our team, hear the heartbeat of this place. It's a great night. Plus, you get to be in a room full of all kinds of other new people.
Yep.
And it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, so as you said, always one of our favorite nights
Yeah.
because, again, on Sunday mornings around here, a lot of people, a lot of, flipping from one service to the next, but that gives us a chance
Yep.
to actually meet some of the new folks that are coming, tell
Yes.
them a little bit more just about our heartbeat, as you said. And so
Love it.
always one of our favorite nights. So
Yeah.
if you have not been to a Discovering Two Rivers, I would encourage you to come to this,
Yes.
and it's always a great night. So
It is a great
looking
night.
forward to that.
Do that. Okay, Ron, so
Yep.
here's a real big topic. We talked about relationships, that's huge. Money
Yep.
is another really important one.
Yep.
Have you gotten your credit card bill from
Nope.
December?
Nope.
Nobody wants to know. After Christmas, after the holidays, sometimes, right? It's a real struggle. We all have money. We all have to use it to live.
Yes.
And it can be a pain point. And so whether you feel like you're doing well or maybe you're really struggling, we are kicking off a brand new class semester of Financial Peace University. It's going to start on Wednesday nights, February 1st. We actually have childcare for this, which is great. But this is such a great resource. I highly want to encourage you, like I said, whether you're, maybe if you feel like you're doing good with your finances or maybe you're really struggling, it's a great reset to come in, learn some new things. You're doing it right along with other people that are in the same boat. It's not about condemnation or making you feel like you should be doing better or beating you up. It's about, hey, how can we do this? Because how can we honor God with our money ultimately, right? What can we do? It's a great thing. We would love for you to join us for Financial Peace.
Yeah, we've run this a lot of times.
Yeah.
So, again, no guilt, but most Americans spend what they
Yes.
have plus 10%. Whether
Absolutely.
they're making $50,000 a year, $150,000, $500,000 a year, you spend what you have and another 10%.
Yes.
This is just a really straightforward,
Yes.
great course, and it's nuts and bolts stuff too. We've
Yes.
had so many people go through this and put the
Yeah.
principles into practice, and it's helped them get to where they want to get
Yes.
financially. Which ultimately, the reason we want to get there is
Yep.
so that we can be generous
Yes.
towards the kingdom,
Yeah.
right? Like there's
Yeah.
so many things God has called us to do, and we get to be generous towards that. And man, so many generous people here at Two Rivers. So anyway,
Absolutely.
this would be a great class for anybody to sit in. It's coming. It's a great class. Get
Yeah,
in.
come find out more. Okay, coming up, marriage conference. Talk about relationships. You ever struggle in your marriage?
Debbie and I have never had a problem in our marriage, but I've heard of other people
Yeah.
that might need to come to this conference.
How long have you been married? You're getting ready to have an anniversary
It'll
here,
be
right?
35 years in February. Yeah,
35
that's
years.
crazy.
You know how many years I'm getting ready to celebrate?
Well, you're
It's a
only
big
like
number.
26 years
Yeah,
old,
so-
so how long could you have been married?
Good answer. Surprisingly, shockingly to us all, 20 years in
No,
June.
that's great.
That's a pretty
Sarah.
big milestone
Yeah,
too.
that's a lot.
And we've had a lot of issues. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Like there's been a lot of highs and lows. And so we're putting on a marriage conference. If we're all honest, all of our marriages, just like our finances,
Yeah.
have highs, lows, ups and downs. And so we're bringing in a couple, Mark and Jill Savage, to come help us talk about no more perfect marriages. It's just how can we have some real conversations? How can we learn more? How can we just even struggle better, work
Yeah.
through the tension better, and do a better job? So that is Friday and Saturday. Friday
Yep.
night, Saturday, February 3rd and 4th, right here in our building. There's still time to register. All that information's on the app or our website. And here's the deal. You can come. Also bring a friend. Maybe you know another couple or whatever. If you're engaged, this is for you too. Even if you're like getting close to being married, this would be a great thing to come and strengthen your marriage relationship.
Yeah. So I love what you just said, how to struggle better, right?
Yes.
Like whether you've been married 2 years, 20 years, 35
Yeah.
years, you take two people, throw them under the same roof.
Somebody's
and say, now
got to
if you
deal
like-
with
Yeah.
us too. That's a lot.
So like exactly. It's so I think that's really cool, right? If anybody's
Yes.
honest about marriage, there
Yeah.
are pain points and there are struggles, and we are called as followers of Christ to
Yeah.
do a really good job of that and to model that for everybody else. And
Yes.
we want to do well in our marriages. So again, just another special thing that we have going on here to help all of us have marriages that will bring us joy and
Yes.
honor God.
That would be great.
Right?
I love it.
Great.
Okay, Ron.
Yep.
Our last one, end of February. I put the wrong date on here. Don't
You
look
did?
at that.
You're
It's
trying to throw me off.
February. I know. I'm sorry. It's February 26th.
Yep.
But tell people about baptisms and why we love it so much here at True.
Yeah, so in February, we'll be baptizing people here. We baptize 3 or 4 times a year. We do a couple in here. We do one out at Redemption Ranch. We may have to throw an extra one in this year.
Yeah.
But anyway, of course, we say Jesus is the lead story. We want people to know him personally, but we believe one of the first acts of obedience is to go through the waters of baptism. It's the way that we tell the rest of the world, I've given my life to
Yeah.
Jesus. I'm on the Jesus team, right? And so when we do that, again, it's always one of our biggest, best, greatest Sundays because
Yes.
we get
Wow.
to celebrate with people as they've made the most important decision in their life. And if you've never been to one of our things, man, it's really cool. Like it is, we celebrate, we clap,
Yeah.
cheer, holler as we put people in and out of the waters of baptism. And so if you have questions about baptism,
Yes.
if you've never been baptized, maybe you got
Right.
saved a long time ago, but just have never done this, whatever it is, If you don't mind, like if you have questions, reach out to us. Again, you can sign up on the app, fill out a card here at the church, dump it in, whatever you need to do. But we would love to talk to you about baptism and answer questions and just let you know what we're up to, right?
That would be great. We would love to talk more about baptism. It's going to be an awesome Sunday.
This is what happens when you do live TV, right here.
There's Pastor Brandon in the back. If you want to run through.
Hey, Brandon.
Betty. This is Betty. Run her through the Live at 5. No, so many great things, like we said. We know we hit those really quick, and it's a lot, and it's more than we can even share on a Sunday, but we don't want you to miss a single thing. There's so many awesome just ways, opportunities, classes, events, ways to connect in community, and that's our heart, that we want you to be able to do that. We want you to find your place here, whatever that looks like. So get involved, like I said, app, website, drop us a comment on here, reach out to us. We are really easy to get a hold of here at Two Rivers. So if you need something or aren't sure or not sure what the next step is or how to register, reach out to us and we'll help you get connected.
Yeah, so like we've been talking nonstop here for 10 minutes, 12 minutes, and we're doing this because like everything we've talked about today is happening in the next 4 to 5 weeks, right? So like there's so much stuff at the beginning of this year. We're off to a great start in 2023. Thank you guys for watching and listening. If you don't mind, put this out there because we want everybody at Two Rivers not to miss any of the great things that are going on. So, a lot of information in a short period of time, but it's all great stuff. And we say it all the time, man. Now is such a great time to be a part of all that God is doing at His church called Two Rivers. We're so excited, so humbled, so blessed, and man, just keep praying for this place that God will use it to bring more and more people into a relationship with Him. So thank you guys. Love you guys. God bless you.